Let's take a look at the organ plugin and see what's going on. So here's the organ. And it's got a little hidden area opened up with this little button right over here in the middle. It opens up the console for all the extra goodies. The heart of the Hammond organ are the drawbars up here. Now, in a Hammond organ, you had actually 3 separate keyboards that could make 3 different sounds. You had a keyboard that you could play with your feet, the pedal boards, and that's over here. The 2 drawbars represent that. Then 2 manuals that you could play, one with each hand or one above the other. The lower and the upper drawbars represent those 2 manuals. So you'll see L, M, or lower, that refers to the lower manual, and UM, or upper manual, that refers to these drawbars. This plugin can respond on 3 separate MIDI channels, in which case the upper is channel 1, lower is channel 2, and the pedals are channel 3. But in this mode, we're going to work with just a single sound, so we're going to ignore everything going on with these drawbars and just focus on the upper manual over here. The Hammond organ is basically an additive synthesizer. It takes simple tones, very similar to pure sine waves, and those are just mixed together in varying degrees, with the drawbars representing the volume control for the tones created by each of those tone wheels. And they're arranged in a particular order. So let me just play a note. And we'll start out by turning them all off, and then bringing down. Oh, hey, I'm still hearing something. That brings up another aspect of the organ. There are some additional features that add extra tones, and they're mostly for the attack of the sound. You have a click parameter, which is actually on in this case, and a percussion parameter also turned on. The percussion parameter adds a clicky sound with a pitch, however, so we're going to turn that off for the second. So we have nothing competing. We don't hear the pitch anymore. Let's bring the first white drawbar down, and we hear a tone. And we can demonstrate the pitches of the drawbars. They follow the overtone series or the harmonic series pretty closely. So if we start with that as our first tone, octave, 5th, 2nd octave, 3rd, 5th, and now the next harmonic in the overtone series would be the flat 7, but it's not included in the B3. They skip that one and go straight to the next octave. And then there's a sub-octave, and then there's something that's the 5th. It's a 4th below this fundamental, or it's the 5th of the series below that. So you just add them together. You mix and match. You get your tones. But because they're all part of the harmonic series, the tones are kind of boring in a way, and it's the rest of this stuff that makes it a little more interesting. The click, the percussion, and some of the other modulations. So we're going to go back to our original patch for a second. There's a little compare button, and it's lit up now. It indicates that I've changed the patch, and I can get back to where I was with an A-B comparison by clicking on that button. So let's go back to the original. Percussion is back on. It adds a little extra tone. Now that percussive tone, it's up to you. You can actually make it last longer or shorter and decide whether it's the 2nd or the 3rd harmonic in this overtone series here. It actually borrows the tone from one of these drawbars. 3rd harmonic, 2nd harmonic. You can make it velocity sensitive with these sliders and increase or decrease its volume as well. Now the click parameter is basically a non-pitched percussive element. So if that's all the way off, less attack. This gives you more of that little sharp ping at the beginning, so we like to have a little of that depending on the sound that you're looking for.